Welcome to the States, boys. What's up, man?
One hand on two.
In Las Vegas, Nevada, Dana White welcomed alleged human traffickers and pedos Andrew Tate along with his brother Tristan to the United States.
Trump's a hero. Trump has saved the Western world. I don't think enough people understand that if he didn't win, it would have been over for the Western world as we know it. Look at all the garbage we just talked about with my case. We talked about innocent until proven guilty being thrown out, democracy being thrown out, all this stuff. That would have been applying to everyone. All of us here would be in jail. Every man with half a backbone would be in jail. It would have been toast. There would have been a train in every single position of office for no reason. True. DEI everywhere. Once America fell, Europe's already fallen. It would have been over. Trump has saved the world as we know it. That is not an exaggeration. That is not hyperbole. Trump has saved the world.
Birds of a feather, right? Let's not forget, Donald Trump was not just cozy, but attached at the hip at times with pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. He would host Epstein at his parties, and according to grand jury testimony, was named. The two had a chummy relationship, which included the president's name being listed in flight logs as well. For the Tates,
allegations involve 7 women who prosecutors say were misled and transported to Romania for trafficking, and that some of this occurred in the UK and also the United States. The Tate brothers had been called to the Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism last week. They learned then that some of the human trafficking claims were being dropped, but prosecutors told the Tates at the time that they were planning to add charges.
Tate is under house arrest and being investigated by Romanian prosecutors for accusations including rape, human trafficking and exploiting women, which he denies.
Andrew Tate is facing more serious human trafficking charges. Mr. Tate, his brother Tristan, and 2 Romanian female suspects are now being investigated for human trafficking in continued form. Romania's anti-organised crime unit says a 7th victim has been added to the case. The suspects are currently under house arrest for suspected human trafficking, rape, and forming a criminal gang to sexually exploit women. The Tate brothers and 2 Romanian female suspects deny the accusations.
Andrew and Tristan Tate landed in Florida today on a private jet after being released from custody in Romania. They are accused rapists, human traffickers, not thought of as good people in many circles. Did your administration pressure the Romanian government to release them, and if so, why?
I know nothing about that. I don't know. You're saying he's on a plane right now?
He's back. They already did.
Yeah, I just know nothing about it. We'll check it out. We'll let you know.
let me tell you why that is complete and utter BS. Hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStromShow. Also be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you. I'm going to preface everything by saying this. There are too many coincidences. Okay. So first, there's Dana White, the longtime Trump ally who remains a mainstay in the president's orbit. He's dapping them up. He is slobber knocking all over them, if we're just keeping it real. This is partly because they helped his sport, the UFC, reach their audience, and they have an overlap with another white confidant, Kyle Forgard and the Nelk Boys. One might remember that in a viral video that was posted by Forgard, what appeared to be at a lunch, Dana White gave him a birthday present, and it was more money than his own fighters, his own stable of fighters receive. The second is Roger Stone. Andrew Tate himself has been photographed with Stone. He has even posted said photographs on his social media, proving that their kinship is strong. Via PBS, Stone is one of Trump's closest political confidants, a longtime Republican operative, and a self-described political hitman. In the 1980s, Stone helped Trump test the political waters by organizing campaign-like events for him in New Hampshire. He was an early advisor to the current president's campaign. They would part ways in the summer of 2015 over only what has been reported. Guarantee there is more, but due to disagreements over strategy. After the split, Stone would go on to work for a super PAC that is giving their full support to Donald Trump. And here's another thing. I cannot stress this enough. As I prefaced it with, too many coinkydinks, guys. There are way, way, way too many that fit in Trump's circle that are also appearing to be friendly with the Tate brothers. It is my belief, all right, that some of those forces did pressure the government of Romania to release the Tates to the U.S.
I need to talk about this. Popular far-right influencers Andrew and Tristan Tate, they're back on U.S. soil more than 2 years after they were arrested in Romania on human trafficking charges. Andrew Tate was also charged with rape. The brothers deny the allegations. The brothers, who are self-described misogynists, are also vocal supporters of President Trump. And it was the Trump administration that reportedly pressured the Romanian government to lift their travel restrictions. NBC News has not been able to confirm that reporting.
A shocker to the story. However, there was this.
These guys have themselves publicly admitted to participating in what very much appears to be soliciting, trafficking, preying upon women around the world. Many of these victims coming forward, some of them minors, people can spin or defend however they want. But in Florida, this type of behavior is viewed as atrocious. We're not going to accept it. They chose to come here and set their feet down in this state, and we're going to pursue every tool we have within our legal authority to hold them accountable. So we are in the process today. We have secured and executed subpoenas and warrants, and we're going to continue to move forward with full force of law. This is an ongoing criminal investigation, and we're going to use every tool we have to ensure that justice is served.
Do you open a criminal investigation?
There is an active criminal investigation, yes.
Do you believe that can you give me any details of what?
I can't comment on a pending investigation, but what I can tell you is if these guys did criminal activity here in Florida, we will go after them with the full force of law and hold them accountable.
So the Florida Attorney General saying there was an active criminal investigation. Andrew Tate then responded. Let's put this up there on the screen. He put out his tweet saying, Ron DeSantis is attacking me because he was worried I would support Byron Donalds over his wife, knowing I have monumental political weight and trust our Commander-in-Chief, President Trump's recommendations completely. They attacked me to prevent me from destroying his wife's political ambitions. Interestingly, I had no interest in Florida politics until I learned how communist the DeSantis administration is. Game on. Well, it might surprise everyone to learn that actually even Byron Donalds not really playing ball with all this. So guys, can we go ahead and play E3, please? Let's take a listen.
Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan, because in Romania, where they just came to Florida from, there were charges of rape, sex with minor, and human trafficking. Do you support the Attorney General's actions here?
I do. I think those allegations have to be fully investigated, and then we go from there.
And via Florida politics, upon their arrival a week ago, the current governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, said his Attorney General was seeing, quote, what state hooks and jurisdiction we may have to be able to deal with this, as in the Tates. After saying that, and it was regarding the Tates, that Florida is not a place where you're welcome with that type of conduct. The clear hypocrisy is we have a history with someone who is very powerful that has residence in Florida. So they say that they are against this and they're going to uphold the law. It's really applying it for some and not for others. And with all that being said, the laundry list is lengthy when it comes to the current president because he lives, at least takes residence, in Palm Beach, Florida, Mar-a-Lago. No shock in who came to their defense in this one, for the Tates, that is. Listen and learn, meatball, as the age of men returns while you are left carrying the purse of your wife for her soon-to-be failed gubernatorial ambitions. Ron DeSanctimonious will never be a top G, said who else than Roger Stone. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.